Hello again, and welcome back to Shed Space. If you're new here, then please subscribe. I'm not one for begging, but it would be nice to walk away from the day-to-day rat race of normal work and just talk nonsense. There are many people on the internet, such as Instagram, where everybody seems so zen and they've got their lives so very together. I'm sure with the right amount of money coming in from these videos that I could pretend to have my life in order too, and therefore talk down to you. Not in a nasty way, just in a self-satisfied and smug manner. Well, here we go. Today we're going to be talking about the issues that we face when we're in meetings at work. This doesn't have to just be work, mind. It could also be your local parish council meeting. It could even be sitting on a bus. Because many of the annoyances that I have learnt to cope with using this simple method will soon be no longer an issue or part of your life. So, here we go. First of all, I'd like you to imagine that you're sat in the situation which causes you the most problems. I myself used to struggle with situations that would arise like meetings or gatherings at work where information was doled out in big, horrible, greasy lumps from somebody that knows exactly what they're talking about to people that don't know exactly what they're talking about. So we're sat there, we're prepping our ears to receive those greasy lumps of information. Oh, what's that? The first thing that we hear, a slight ticking. What could it be? Oh, that's right. It's Kevin who sits across from you. Kevin is clicking away on his wonderful company branded ballpoint pen. They are very nice to write with, but they make a very, very high pitched tick when they're clicked and clacked by an idiot. That's fine, we force our eye contact back onto the presenter. That's easy. Nice bit of eye contact. It sometimes seems strange to bore into somebody with your eyes, but I find it best to just look at their nose or mouth. Try and find some fault in them, so they're not quite as perfect as they actually are. There we go, we're back on track. Now you hear another slightly different clicking. Interesting. This is slightly different, but no less maddening. It's another person with a pen. This time, it's one of those fancy Parker pens that, as a child, if you received one for your birthday or Christmas, you would have been extremely proud. But as an adult, you realise that there are better things in life than fancy pens. But the person that's got this fancy pen, they're rolling it backwards and forwards in a rhythmical manner. Tick-tock, 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 across their wedding ring. That's nice. The rhythm is ever so slightly syncopated with that of Kevin clicking his pen. Lordy, lordy, here we go. We concentrate harder on keeping eye contact with the presenter. That's right. Trying our best to focus on him and not on the click, 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 click. Now, the next part of the orchestra kicks in, and it's somebody who is a chronic smoker. They keep clearing their chest. Everybody needs to do this, so we can't really pick fault in them for that, but they don't cover their mouth, and every time they do, their body goes into a strange spasm. There we go, right in your ear. They're sat very close, and you feel a couple of seconds after they've coughed, you feel the wind of disappointment and sour cigarette breath wash over you. Oh well, we're in for a ride now. Click, 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 tick, 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 cough, cough, cough. Oh, it could get worse, so we increase our focus on the person delivering the information, which we've now missed 50% of what they've been trying to provide to us. Fabulous. We're going to have to read the notes when they send out the PowerPoint later. That's okay. We like reading PowerPoints and walls of text. So, as we start to come back to the room, there's another noise. It's a very odd noise. It's a noise you've heard before as a child. It's somebody chewing, but they're not chewing anything in particular. They're chewing away at possibly the side of their mouth or the arms of their glasses. It's making a very strange slurpy sound. It's not something we're massively pleased with. Oh well. I'm sure they'll get some type of infection in their mouth from the dirty glasses that they wear. They're safety glasses after all, and make them look a little bit like Jeffrey Dahmer. Slurp, slurp, click, 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 tick, 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 cough, cough. Oh, Jesus Christ. You can feel your blood starting to boil. You're rubbing your legs like somebody who's really struggling with some type of drug withdrawal. Oh dear, it's getting a lot worse now. Well, at least there's only 10 people in this meeting, and if the orchestra kicks up to full blow, then we may just leave. It won't look good, but at the end of the day, we need to do what's best for us and our sanity. Oh, joy of joys, a new contender has entered the ring. It's Gary. Gary, the fucking know-it-all. He knows everything. That's right, absolutely everything. Every time the person speaking takes a breath, Gary pops up like a little trumpeter in the background to almost repeat what the person's just said, and just to try and take some of the limelight. Oh, Gary. Oh, Gary. It's not that we want to see him dead or anything, but if he was to pass away now, the paperwork that the person in charge would have to undertake would be worth the effort. There we go. So chirp, chirp, slurp, slurp, cough, cough, chew, chew, click, click, tick, tick. Oh, it's all getting a little bit too much. So now we get to the part where I tell you how I managed to deal with all these tiny little inconvenient noises and concentration busting bastards. We fart. That's right. Don't try to be subtle. Be as brutal as possible. Push it out with all the force you can, but not too much. We don't want to end up with messed trousers or underpants, do we now? This will bring everyone back into the room, and those speaking won't want to breathe as much. Those click-clacking will all be staring at you. And if anybody mentions that it's a very rude thing to do, you simply point out that it's very rude to sit fidgeting, tick-ticking, click-clicking, slurping, chewing, coughing without covering your mouth. you've been quiet all this time and you thought that a little exclamation from your bottom might make everybody realise what dreadful bastards they are, and you've got your point across. So now, every meeting, they know that if they don't follow the rules of the meeting and keep quiet and listen attentively, then there's going to be a dirty protest, and it's going to be all their fault. Now, I ordinarily do guided meditations. I'm going to start doing more and more until you love me. That's right. This might have been a very long chat, but I've had quite a bit of coffee and not much to do today. So, as I said at the beginning, please like and subscribe if this has helped. If you have any requests for guided meditations or assistance with any of life's ins and outs, please pop them in a comment and I will do my very best to get back to you. Mwah.